Tell me if this sounds familiar. You spend so long trying to build the perfect hair routine only for it to be even more complicated than when you started. Like more products, more steps, more techniques. And instead of feeling better, you just feel overwhelmed. Have you noticed that too? Hi, it's Lorette. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like it's something that a lot of us go through quietly, especially when we are just trying to take better care of our hair. You might relate to this. When I really started focusing on my natural hair, I was doing everything. And at first, it felt productive, of course. It felt like I was finally taking control of my hair, right? But over time, it started to just feel stressful. Every wash day turned into a long process. Every week, I was trying some new product or a new technique or a new hairstyle. And I was constantly asking myself, am I doing enough? Am I doing the right thing? Sometimes it's not that your hair isn't growing, it's that your routine never stays consistent enough for you to actually see the results of what you're doing. One thing I realized is that I was constantly changing things. And I think a lot of us do this, right? We think the problem is we haven't found the right product yet. And I often see in a lot of comment sections on natural hair videos, a lot of people will be asking, what products, what product? But what if product is not the problem? What if the problem is consistency? Your hair can't respond to a routine that keeps changing every single week. If you do that, then there's no baseline, there's no pattern. Your hair will just stay in a constant state of adjustment. Another thing I noticed is how easy it is to overcomplicate something that is actually so simple. Have you ever noticed how routines online can start to feel a bit layered, like so many steps, pre-poo, deep condition, protein treatment, leave in, the list just keeps going on, and next week there'll be some new step and you'll be like, but wait, what is your routine? It's basically just the same routine repeated with slight variations every time. And it's not that those things are wrong, it's that if you're constantly doing all these multiple step wash day routines, your hair never really gets a break from manipulation. Healthy hair isn't built in one perfect wash day. It's built in consistency by doing things that are working every single time. Even if it gets boring for you, I promise you, your hair doesn't get bored of things that are good for it. I had to really take a step back at some point and ask myself, am I doing it because my hair needs it? Or am I doing it because I should be doing it? I'm actually really curious. Have you ever felt like your hair routine became too much? Like it started off simple and then it just slowly snowballed into a complicated multi step mess. So the thing that was holding my hair back wasn't a lack of products. It wasn't a lack of routine because clearly there was too much routine. Instead, what was actually holding my hair back was over manipulation, touching my hair too often, manipulating my hair too often, changing hairstyles too often, not giving enough time to actually see something work and see meaningful results. The truth is, hair growth takes time. It's just a fact of life. The more I tried to fix my hair, the more I was interrupting that hair growth process. And when I simplified everything, less products, less steps, less manipulation, my hair actually started to respond to what I was doing. And it felt a lot calmer. Healthy hair doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing what's working consistently. What I've realized over time is that healthy hair is actually a quiet process. Trust me, it is not as trendy as how to get to waist length in 2 weeks. Or try this product and it'll change your life. It's just consistency over time. And I say that as someone who dyed their hair, was it 4 times last year, I think? I will insert the montage of dyes here. And I can tell you for a fact, my hair did not budge an inch during this time. At least it didn't get shorter than it already was. This was my hair when I was dyeing it every other week. And this is how my hair is now since I've decided to just stick with one hair color and the same set of products. Healthy hair is just consistency over time. And I think sometimes we underestimate just how powerful that is. Sometimes doing less can feel like you're not doing enough, but I promise you that is exactly what your hair needs. I'd really love to know in the comments, have you experienced something like this where your hair routine just got way too complicated for you to handle, where wash day really took a day? I remember I used to say wash day shouldn't really be a day, but it became that. I know how we call it wash day, but really it should not take a day. My routine at the moment is I usually keep my hair stretched. That's either by letting it dry in chunky twists or hair bands, or I just blow dry with the tension method. My wash days are quite simple. I drench my hair with water, I shampoo twice, apply conditioner, leave it under a normal shower cap and a hair towel on top of that shower cap. Just leave it on 10 to 15 minutes. Rinse that out. Then we are done in the bathroom. I do not detangle in the bathroom anymore. That is a recipe for frustration. Next, it's followed by leave-in conditioner, whipped shea butter, homemade by the way, and hair oils. And that's it. If you enjoy these calm conversations about hair, beauty, and everything in between, you are always welcome to stay.